I'm not gonna lie to you people, ladies and gentlemen. I am fucking wicked tired today. I don't know why. I don't know if I should be alarmed or what, man, but it is what it is. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Lucas Sion Productions on YouTube with your NFL Week 5 2025 Power Rankings. The reason why I didn't say all audio platforms because I'm still doing the audio platforms, boys and girls. I'm gonna say that more likely for daily broadcasters to say at least for Lucas Sion Productions. We'll discuss all the wrestling stuff to say at least. So that is the only reason why you're not going to say any audio platform. There's these NFL Power Rankings and basically sports talk for the most part, probably strictly to YouTube to say at least. So there you go. The only reason why I say do that is because I said that because I wanted to strictly be YouTube like I just said. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Lucas C. Allen. Watch on YouTube, click the like button on today's podcast. Subscribe if you've done so already. Turn the bell off for post notifications. Also leave a comment. Look at my NFL Week 5 2025 Power Rankings. Now let's go into today's Power Rankings. Now this week's Power Rankings are in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. And by the way, there's only one new ranked team that I haven't introduced you guys last week. You're going to be asking number 15 slot. But starting with number 16. Number 16, jump up, please. Number 16. After 4 weeks in the NFL season going to week 5 this week, this team will be at number 16. It is the Baltimore Ravens, who were number 8 last week. They dropped half a fucking slot, man. Yikes, Baltimore. Yikes, 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 oh yikes. They are not a good football team right now. I know Lamar Jackson me off for a couple of weeks and you got Derrick Henry still. But still, they go against the Houston Texans. I don't know who they go against next week. I'm going to look up their schedule right now. I know this week they go against the Texans. I just want to see our freaking weeks for today. No, not today, but basically their schedule. I want to look this up real quick. Look it up in good old Google, man. Let's see if I can go look this up. Ravens schedule for 2025. Oh my god, they go against the Rams next week. Then they got a bye after that. There's a nice much needed bye, obviously. And going against the Bears on the road and at home. Then against the Thursday Night Football against the Dolphins. And then Vikings on the road. And then Cleveland on the road as well. Not a good schedule at all if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan. I know you got the Texans. It should be kind of close. Not at home. Maybe about the Texans not so a good start at all. When you find what they produce the rest of the season. Like, on the Rams, we had a tough one. But I think it's in Baltimore for them, then in Chicago, they'll be bye weekend after that, but you get the point to say at least. Shouldn't be interesting to say at least with the Baltimore Ravens. With number 16 on my power, because they're number 8 last week. They got fairly destroyed by the Chiefs. Their defense is probably one of the, if it wasn't for the Cowboys defense being putrid and one of the worst, the Ravens are right near the Cowboys level of defense. I'm not going to lie to you. Because they got their one good cornerback in Deron Bland, he's kind of injured, so you got Travion Diggs. I was also going to compare that to Jair Alexander, too. But, Jair's hasn't been good whatsoever. He hasn't been playing much for the Ravens at all this year, either. My God, the Ravens are not a good football team right now, man. I think you got to hit the panic button, right now. I mean, I said this last week. There's a realistic possibility the Ravens did not make it this week. Or the Chiefs. Granted, the Ravens just barely snuck in over the Cardinals, who were not great last week, and they lost on Thursday Night Football against the Seahawks. The Texans was up there as well. And I believe one other team, maybe the Falcons, maybe the Falcons are up there, which are considerations for number 16. My God, the Ravens just barely sneak out. They barely sneak out. Because they'll obviously drop after this week. A lot of the power rankings for the numbers top 16. When you find out that, it says a Cooper Rush is their starting quarterback for a couple of weeks until Lamar Jackson comes back with his hamstring injury. But they're number 16, and they're just not a good football team whatsoever right now. But not top 15 obviously. Number 15, Jomo, please. Number 15, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are not ranked last week. They got up on a very impressive win in San Francisco against the 49ers, who did have Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy was not the greatest at all. Look up his stats right now, per se. I'm not have the stats like right in front of me. I'm going to look up Brock Purdy's stats right now. Brock Purdy stats. He had two touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and 79.8 completion percentage. Excuse me, 57.9 completion percentage, and a rating of 79.8. That's just simply not great. He only had 309 yards, though. You gotta get credit for that. Where credit's due there. But my God, man, the Jaguars played a very good game last week. I gotta be quite honest, man. Jaguars put up a very good performance against the San Francisco 49ers. Not a bad way. It's 3-1 is the Jaguars, man. I know, man. They're neck and neck with the Colts. Who would have thought that for the AFC South 1 and 2? The Colts and the Jaguars. We remember about the Jaguars being number 2. We all thought that. We didn't think the Colts be 1, though. They're on this list, too. The Jaguars, number 15, on this list, and they still have a very good team to say. At least they got Travis Hunter, plays both cornerback and wide receiver. It's fucking crazy, I know. And Brian Thomas Jr. is looking like kind of a little bit of a sophomore slump. Probably a lot of sophomore slump. But still. Our top 15 football team is the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're in top 14 now. Jumbo Seats for number 14. Number 14, you got the Washington Commanders. I'm sorry, Redskins. You know me, man. I still cannot get used to the Commander name. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? Doesn't mean I hate Native Americans. Doesn't mean I hate them. I just can't get used to the new name. Don't like it either. The 14 is the Washington Commanders / Redskins. Want to name it? I don't fucking care, honestly. You call them. Well, number 10 last week, obviously a loss against the Atlanta Falcons because Marcus Mariota was starting quarterback. Jane Daniels is yet again. I don't know if he's playing this weekend, so Los Angeles Chargers in SoFi Stadium. Then you got Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady on the call, by the way, and Fox. Remember, because it's Game of the Week. You know, it's kind of be up there. I would say it's up there for America's Game of the Week. What's up there, honestly? Maybe more than Broncos and Eagles, but whatever, man. They're not the best, basically matchups this weekend. The Jane Daniels is playing, and it's definitely the game of the week. If not, it's probably not game of the week, honestly. It depends on whether Jane Daniels is healthy or not. But there's the Washington Commanders / Redskins, number 14 on this list. And they're probably going to crank up a little bit, because they're probably going to get Jane Daniels back in the next couple weeks, maybe this week to say at least, because the Chargers. We didn't find out that to say at least. They are not great at all against the Falcons. They only put up 34-27. Their defense more specifically not great last week at all. Against a Michael Penix team that put up 0 points the previous week against the fucking Panthers. I mean, come on, man. I can't get any lower than that if you ask me. But still, Washington Commanders are still a top 14 football team in National Football League. They're saying top $13. Number, please, number 13. Number 13, you got the San Francisco 49ers, who were number 11 last week. They also had a loss, like I said, to the Jacksonville Jaguars in Levi Stadium, in San Francisco. I didn't know Brock Purdy was healthy at all going into this game. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was still not healthy. I think Matt Jones is actually not that bad for the Niners when Brock Purdy was out. I don't want anybody rush Brock Purdy back already for week 5, but that's just me. That is just me, man. So the Niners are still, they only lost one game against the Jaguars team, was also 2-1 heading into that week. So there you go. And basically our starting quarterback was not that healthy at all. And Brock Purdy, obviously. So you got the Niners, number 13. They were number 11 last week, and still a very good football team, when I say. I know we still have George Kittle, still have Brandon Ayuk, and their defense took a hit like Nick Bosa off the rest of the season. So there you go. The Niners can't catch a break when it comes to injuries, man. They are just cannot catch the injury bug, to say the least. Number 13, though, on this power rankings, is not top 12, though. We're in Jumbo, please, number 12. Number 12, you got the Denver Broncos, who who were number 14 last week. The Broncos obviously demolished the Cincinnati Bengals, a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team. The Bengals are not looking very good, man. Jake Brown is not looking good, but it was a couple years when he took over for Joe Burrow after Joe Burrow's out for season and an injury because of wrist, maybe. Now he's out for turf toe. His offensive line for the Bengals sucked, to say the least. It's not looking good for Cincinnati at all. They might have to rush. Maybe they'll trade for Kirk Cousins. There you go. Maybe they'll sign Ryan Tannehill. I don't fucking know, man. Well, look at Tom Brady out of retirement to come play with Jamar Chase. I don't know if I doubt it, bro. I'm only joking. He did come back and retire and play in sort of Saudi Arabia, but that's sort of a story for another day, right? The Broncos number 12 on this list, and they're a very, very, very great on that's Monday night. Obviously, you got to be going against a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team to put up 3 points on their defense. Not that great at all for the Bengals offense at all. Jamar Chase looked like he had a bad, not great game. I don't know his stats line for this. I'm going to look this up, actually, when I think about it. Jamar. Alright, my laptop is just deciding to not update now. Lovely. Not update, but you get the gist. It's not very cooperating too much with Google, to say at least. It's probably a Google thing, if you ask me. I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to care about the stats for Jamar Chase. He started, the last time I checked, he was like 3 catches for 14 yards out again, I think. Something around there. But the Broncos, number 12 on this list, and it's still a very good football team, man. They're a very good football team, if you ask me. That's why number 12 on this list. And they start off a week. They go against this reigning defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles this week. And Lincoln Financial Field, nonetheless. And my God, man. We only see the Broncos produce against the Eagles and the Super Bowl champions. So we ain't finding out that to say at least. Number 12 on this list. Just not top 11. Jump 11. Jump up, please. Number 11, you got the Indianapolis Colts, Mr. Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones-led Colts team. They finally got their first loss on the season by losing against the Los Angeles Rams. Wasn't for A.D. Mitchell fumbling in the end zone, they would have tied that game, probably even sent it to overtime. Unless they would have gone for 2, but wait, I guess we'll never know, right? We will never know. Because A.D. Mitchell had to pull a Jonathan Taylor on the Colts, nonetheless. And the Colts just can't get. The guy holding 2 hands on the football there, Colts. Where it's A.D. Mitchell or Jonathan Taylor. Until you actually get a referee gets a touchdown call, then you can drop the football. But not when you're holding it, it's still not called a touchdown yet. You can't simply do that, man. Because it causes your team, you're wide open. Like Taylor and A.D. Mitchell was. First of all, A.D. Mitchell had a great play. He got step 1 right, put him a great play, get to the end zone. But he got held 2 hands on the football, and he simply did not, to say it at least. And he fumbled the ball and went for a touchback for the Rams. Rams caught a big break there, big time, to say it at least. But other than that, the Colts would probably send the game to overtime. God knows what happened there. We all saw a different overtime game on Sunday Night Football. We'll get into in a minute, but still. The Colts are still a top 11 team in National Football League. They were number 9 last week. They just cut top 2 spots, lost 2 spots. They still at least put a goal, but like I said last week, I think that the Colts, unless they got blown up by the Rams, so they did not, I still think they'll be on this list. They didn't fall as bad as the Ravens either, so there's just about 2 spots and are 11 on this list. They're just not top 10, no, number 10, you drum up, please. Number 10, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, is he back, man? Look like that. Let me look up his stats right now, man. The laptop will work with me here. If I can get to Google. Come on, laptop, you're working very good. Or it's probably me, man. It's probably me. Here we go. We got the Google. Hopefully it can work now. Hopefully I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Probably my stupid fucking internet, man. You get the point there. Internet could be a freaking bitch, people. Am I right? Aaron Rodgers stats. Yeah, 200 yards, so 81.8 completion percentage, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And get this, boys and girls, 119.7 passer rating. Very good if you ask me for Aaron Rodgers, 41 years old, man. Still putting in the work in the National Football League. Is he what he once was? Absolutely not, people. but he's still like an average to good quarterback. I would say he is. It's just the Jets was an awful fucking comparison last year. The Jets were not, they're never good, never be a good football team unless they're not going to win never again. And proves to show you what the Jets are doing this year compared to the Steelers. You know, knock on wood, the Steelers somehow blow the rest of the year. Maybe the Jets won't prove. I highly doubt them. Knock on wood. And I highly doubt that, though. That Jets will probably be good right now. You bet you thought of. Especially after week 1, they'll face the Steelers-led Aaron Rodgers team. But the Steelers, number 10 this week and number 15 last week. You gained 5 spots in the top 10. There you go, Steeler fans. And they're a pretty good team. They don't say they beat up the Vikings. And I gotta be honest. I gotta put up I was wrong here. I said last week, and I think it was the predictions when this game was supposed to take place in London. It ended up taking place the first game ever in Ireland. I was a fucking idiot. I gotta be honest. This coming week is the start of the London games of the Vikings and Browns. I don't know what a fucking enthusiastic game that is, right? Said nobody ever. But the Steelers last Sunday against the Vikings, and Aaron Rodgers got his second revenge game on check under his belt. He beat the Jets. He fell against the Seahawks. Who did he face week 3? Why am I drawing a blank who Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers faced in week 3? What the fuck? Why am I drawing a blank? I let him in that power rankings too. Who did the Steelers face in week 3? Steelers. I don't know why I'm fucking drawing a blank. I'm betting I'm fucking tired of shit, let's say. People don't know about that, obviously. Oh, the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots. Okay. I forgot it. Played the Patriots already and beat the Patriots by a touchdown. There you go, man. It's good on my brain sometimes, am I right? The Steelers are still the top 10 team in week 5 and then power rankings this week. They're not top 9, though. Oh, boy. They're going to go to number 9 here. Let's go discuss right now. It's drum up, please. Number 9, you got my Green Bay Packers, who dropped 2 spots to number 7 last week. And I put a fucking tie against the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. 40-40. I stayed up to almost 12:15. I think it was 12:15 when I finally hit the bed. And then the game ends in a fucking tie. This is what I mean about... I did a YouTube short and TikTok video / Instagram. You really want to check that out about this game, the Packers and Cowboys recap. Like, I stay up till midnight to watch this shit. I grant, the game was a complete fucking thriller of a game. If I was not a Packers fan, I'll be into this game. Not being stressed and be stressed out like I fucking was. I almost had a fucking heart attack. It almost ended up, being a drastic fall or even a great fall epicus. Guess you never know, because the game fucking ended in a tie. Right then set in the fucking middle. Do I hate ties in the NFL or what? Are you freaking kidding me? I stayed up till midnight for that ending. Thriller of a fucking game. What a game of the year, honestly. Better than even Giants and Cowboys at this point. But the ending sucked, obviously. At least the Giants and Cowboys had a clear ending on who won and who lost. This game did not. I mean, what the fuck, man? A thriller of a game ends just like that. A tie. In overtime. This is why I hate not having unlimited overtimes in a regular season in the National Football League. That's why I hate them. I'm not saying you can't have overtimes. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying, you gotta have that in the NFL. Okay, I'm inside my soundproof suit. My fucking mother had to freaking yell at me while I'm fucking recording. Sorry if you guys heard. I know I heard it when we play back on this damn recording. I'm not gonna edit it out because she does this all the fucking time. But it's my own fault for not even being out there to say at least. Being outside my studio to say at least, like I said. Back to regular standard programming, shall we? The Steelers number 10, like I said. And I hate fucking overtimes, like I said. Before our last botched recording, like I said. I'm not even gonna edit that out, honestly. It proves you how much she can be a pain in my booty sometimes, to say the least. I don't hate my mom or anything. Just sometimes she can be a freaking pain in the ass, man. You know. Yeah. But still, I hate the fact there's no unlimited overtimes in the National Football League. It gets freaking annoying. Like ending games in a fucking tie, just like that. To snap my finger. All because if one gets a field goal, the other gets a field goal. The Packers or Cowboys when they get the field goal. The Cowboys got a field goal first. Obviously, the Packers got the field goal to send the game to a fucking tie. I just fucking hate them. I really do. Like, and then an epic game like that between the Packers and Cowboys. Now, I always tell you people, unless games like this, we saw Packers and Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Usually those, I don't mind that both teams don't win. Or both teams don't lose. I say both teams should win. But not like that, man. First of all, the Packers almost lost this game. It wasn't like 1 second left on the clock. And then when Jerome Love threw the ball, it was against Tucker Kraft. Or was it Dontayvion Wicks? One or the other, let's just put it. And then it goes incomplete. 1 fucking second left in overtime. You might as well just went for the game winning. Or just a chance to go for the game winner. But no, we just gotta play safe and end the game like that in the most stupidest, anticlimactic way possible. The finish almost got botched. Matt LaFleur almost pulled a Matt Eberflus from last year. Oh, if that ever happened, I'll never hear from Bears fans. I'm telling you that right now, man. We almost pulled a Matt Eberflus. Thank God it not happen, obviously. One man to another did not pull that. But whatever, man. The Packers are still number 9 in the power rankings. There's nothing got a bye week. But honestly, the Packers on week 5 are on a bye. I need fucking at least 2 byes after myself for that fucking yell fest I had in Sunday Night Football. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. But still, man, the Packers are still a top 9 in football and football team in the National Football League. They're just not top 8, though. Number 8 with Jomo, please. Hope that drum please was loud enough for people to say at least. So like I said, now inside my Sound Pro studio. Number 8, you got the Seattle Seahawks who increased 7 spots above. I like that above. For number 15 last week, now they're in the top 8. Number 8 to say at least, more Pacific. Honestly, it came down and probably take Chad Ryland for that game-winning field goal for you, Seattle, honestly. When Chad Ryland botched the new kickoff rules, which I still fucking hate. I absolutely hate the new kickoff rules. God forbid go back to... I'm not going to the 25-yard line. That's like halfway to midfield. That's fine. I prefer the 20 still. Make it more competitive. It's the National Football League after all. It's not like it's college football. I don't mind it being a 25-yard line. But once you go past 25 to 30, and now this year to 35, that's where it gets ridiculous. Let's just say it's a touchback. It comes out to the 35, unless you kick it until the 1 yard line or above. Then it goes right back and it gets right back to the receiver or a kickoff returner. Then it'll go right back to the 20, and that's okay, I guess. But still, gone are the days where a touchback in general, as a whole, can get you to the fucking 20. I might increase it to 25. I shouldn't mind it. It makes halfway yards past the midfield. But then you go past 25 to 30, like last year, now 35 this year. It's fucking ridiculous. What's next? Is next year going to go to 40? God forbid, knock on wood, that's the case. Hope to God that's not the case. I heard you can hear that knock to say. I hope you can hear that to say at least. But the Green Bay Packers not the Green Bay Packers, the Seattle Seahawks. On number 8, I'm a power ranking, so a pretty good win on Thursday Night Football this past week against the Arizona Cardinals. First now, top 17, which is almost 7. Drum place number 7. Number 7, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, who are number 12 last week. Chiefs, what do I want me to say? Are we wrong about Kansas City being not a great franchise anymore? I'm not saying not a good franchise. Obviously, the track record explains it. But Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Are we wrong about Kansas City not being like a good football team anymore? They're getting Rashee Rice back. They already got Xavier Worthy back for the Ravens game. They took out Hyla Brown and Travis Kelce. I don't know, man. Bills! I'm gonna need you, Bills. The Ravens are shot to death right now, man. Kudos to the Chiefs in this game, nonetheless. It all comes down to fucking Buffalo come postseason, man. It comes on to Buffalo. And can I trust them? Absolutely not, man. I cannot trust the Bills in the postseason against the Chiefs. Whether they be 0-4, 2020 AFC Championship game, 2022 divisional, 2023 divisional, now 2024 AFC Championship game last year. What's next? Lose the AFC Championship game this time in Buffalo? And week 4-5? Josh Allen, I need you to do something. Hope the guy can pull that off, man. I don't even want the Chiefs to go back to the AFC Championship game. There's still too many better teams to go against the Chiefs, the Bills. Man, I mean, Chargers could be up there. Approximation by the Chiefs. My sake, a perfect will be a Steelers and led Aaron Rodgers team. That'd be a perfect one, honestly. I don't think they can go that far. I don't think Indiana Jones and the Colts will do it, but wait, find out that come posting to come January to say at least. But as for this, the Steelers are. I lost my freaking notes here. I'm a sloppy mess today, not gonna lie, people. And there goes my freaking. Oh my god, man. I hate sometimes technology, don't you? Don't you sometimes hate technology, people? Very disorganized today, man. Not my fault, half of it. I mean, half it's somewhat my fault, but still. Alright, and number 7, the Chiefs, to say at least. So they're going to come number 7 on my power rankings. Let's just get the fuck out of here, man, because I'm getting a lot fucking annoyed right now, to say at least, you can tell. Number 6, again, jump please. Another AFC West team, probably spoiler right there, to say at least. Jump please, though. There we go. Jump on my laptop. That sounds more yellow, but more like noise, to say at least. Number 6, you got another AFC West team in a row, the Los Angeles Chargers. Or number 4, last week they had a terrible loss against the New York Jets, God forbid. Most of us, this is what was worse. New York Giants, another MetLife Stadium, you got a sled team. And Jackson Dart, the starting quarterback, in the debut game, knocks off an undefeated team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Yikes, Chargers. Yikes, yo, yikes, oh, yikes for you guys. And then you lost Joe Alt, your left tackle. They lost both Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt the rest of the year. Not good if you're a Los Angeles Charger fan, man. I know they're still leading division winners or at least the lead of the division with the AFC West, but still, man. Only thing can take us so long. Without both their starting tackles. But we wait find out they can still pull through and win the AFC West. And once the Denver Broncos can win for me, that'd be nice too. But they're going to the Eagles this week. I don't know if I can trust that at all, though. The Chargers are still number 6 on this power rankings list, and number 4 last year. You're staying top 5, though. Top 5 might be shocked with this one. General, please, though. Number 5, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are still number 5. This week or last week, they're number 5, too. Buccaneers obviously lost a close one, this time to the Philadelphia Eagles, reigning defense Super Bowl champions. I did predict the Buccaneers were going to win this week, last week against the Eagles, but I was wrong, obviously. Only because I thought about my thought process behind it, because the Eagles basically got outnumbered by the Buccaneers in this series. Dating back to last, the wild card game in 2021, I believe. When it was Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts, I believe. And obviously 2023 wildcard game with the Buccaneers and the Eagles when Jalen Hurts versus Baker Mayfield. And obviously, last year, I think the Eagles lost against the Buccaneers. The last time the Eagles lost a game, I think it was the Buccaneers, honestly. But there you go. The Buccaneers still number 5 this week. Is only lost 35, 31, 25 in Raymond James Stadium. And tough loss. Baker Mayfield didn't look the best on paper. That game losing interception as well. That was not a good Greek if you're a Baker Mayfield owner to fantasy, to say at least, man. Listen, the Buccaneers are still a top 5 football team in National Football League. Just ran to the number 1 team in this list. Spoiler, obviously. Number 5, got the Buccaneers. And it's not top 4, though. Number 3 is number 4. Number 4, you got another SoFi Stadium team in the Los Angeles Rams, who were number 6 last year. So we basically flip-flopped between the Chargers and Rams with another 2 LA teams for 6 and 4. The Rams, they beat They beat the Colts. That's right, the undefeated Colts team this last week at SoFi Stadium. Obviously beating the Colts and Indiana Jones. So still, the Rams had a very good game. Davante Adams led performance, another touchdown 2 weeks in a row. Puka Nacua had a breakout. No, I would say a breakout. He was already freaking like one of the best receivers in the game, obviously. But it was another great performance, another 161 plus yards. He almost got 200 almost. And obviously a couple touchdowns. I believe. So that's good for me. I'm a Puka Nacua fantasy owner, man, by the way. Obviously, someone clouded out with that one. But the Rams are numbers 4 on this list, and I'm very good football team, if you ask me. Probably the more likely the contenders for the NFC West, to say at least. Probably winners of that. I'm going to team by them and the Seahawks and maybe the 49ers who can stay somewhat more healthy. At the Rams, number 4, though. It's not top 3, though. Top 3 is basically the same thing, honestly, from last week. But still, jump please, number 3. Number 3, you got the Detroit Lions for the same ranking as last week at number 3. Are the Lions back, man? Since that week 1 loss in Lambeau Field against the Packers? Maybe you don't need Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn. Maybe Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, more so Aaron Glenn, needed the Detroit Lions. Maybe that's the case, man. We don't know, man. The Lions are a very good football team, obviously. I know they beat up a couple of bad teams. They go on Baltimore and beat the Ravens on Monday Night Football. But this week they beat a Browns team that beat the Packers last week. It's probably somewhat more competitive. Even though the Browns are now starting Dylan Gabriel this week in the London game against the Vikings. So there you go for that. So there you go. The Lions are they're very fucking good. Very dominant, top heavy on offense, on defense, you name it, bro. They're the biggest threat, I think, to the Eagles. I'm coming from a Packers fan, obviously. I thought we're still right behind the Rams, or no, not the Rams, the Lions. I only got the Rams up, but just behind the Lions is power rankings. It's only for power rankings. It's not the actual power rankings at the end of the season. We got the Lions, number 3, and they're still a phenomenal team. Even not their coordinators, Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson looks a little bit better without the Lions, but not so much Aaron Glenn. Not so much of Aaron Glenn, to say the least. There's not top 2 to the Lions, so number 2, jump please. Number 2, you got the Buffalo Bills. So it's the same rankings as last week. Buffalo Bills obviously a Highmark Stadium this past week to beat the New Orleans Saints. And also got a little bit closer in the first half, but the Bills obviously pulled away in the second half. I think didn't the Saints led like 7-0 at one point? Oh, no, the Bills led 7-0. And it went 7-7, and then you saw on and so forth. I don't think the Saints led in this game. Yeah, close there. Got closer at least the first 2.5 quarters. But then the Bills eventually pulled away, and obviously the Bills is undefeated against the Saints, and obviously undefeated rest of the NFL. To say the least. My God, a Week 17 matchup of battle of undefeated teams right now. Between the Eagles and Bills on Highmark Stadium. That game will be fucking amazing, bro. Could be a Super Bowl potential matchup, man. Hopefully, knock on wood. Knock on wood, man. Knock on wood. I'm pulling for you, Buffalo. I need anybody to beat Kansas City, not make them go to the Super Bowl. We ain't find out that, though, to say at least. The Bills, number 2 in the power rankings this week, still top 2 football team in the National Football League, if you ask me. They're just not number 1. You obviously know who number 1 is. And according to Drew Brees, his team is not very close to number 1. His list you saw on ESPN First Take, obviously. We'll jump up, please, to number 1. I already know, anyways. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, last week they played against... who did they play? I'm drawing a blank of so many teams that played last week. Who the fuck did the Eagles play last week? Oh, the Buccaneers. Duh, I just mentioned the Buccaneers, dumbass me. Whatever, man. The Eagles, number 1 team in the season. Yeah, they had a good first half. Not such a good second half. The complete opposite of their first 4 games of the season. They had a very bad first half. But a good second half to obviously win the game. Obviously, complete opposite, like I said. But still, the Eagles have almost a very good first. They're a very good football team, obviously. But the reigning defending Super Bowl 59 champions are a reason, bro. It's our defending champions for a reason. And the Eagles, number one in the power rankings, is still Jalen Hurts. Not the greatest performance. I think he had like a couple of touchdowns. Did he get a pass? No, I'm fucking curious what Jalen Hurts did. Google. Come on, Google. I need you to work with me here. Need you to work with me, Google. You want to work, Google? Come on, Google. I'm on all fucking day. My audience is waiting for this video to end, probably. Probably are people, right? I know. Jalen Hurts. Let's just type in Jalen Hurts. It pulls up. Oh, here, stats. There you go. That's why I'm putting Jalen Hurts. Oh, yeah, 2 touchdowns, man. 130 yards, not the greatest. 62.5 completion percentage. 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 104.5 running, passing rating to say at least. So an average game. I don't know what you got in the rushing. I don't think you'll say the rushing yards here. Yeah, it doesn't say here, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Still, Jalen Hurts, one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the National Football League, if you ask me. Obviously, got Saquon Barkley. I don't think he won't get 2,000 yards, obviously. He's not having the greatest here, per se, with Saquon Barkley standards. But still, the Philadelphia Eagles, still reigning defending Super Bowl champions, obviously. And they're number one on this power rankings for this week. Go over again. Number 16, the Baltimore Ravens. Number 15, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 14, the Washington Commanders/Redskins. Number 13, the San Francisco 49ers. Number 12, the Denver Broncos. Number 11, the Indianapolis Colts. Number 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 9, the Green Bay Packers. Number 8, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 7, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 6, the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 4, the Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, the Detroit Lions. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. And number 1, you can guess it, the Philadelphia Eagles. That is my 2025 NFL Week 5 Power Rankings for this week. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of my NFL Power Rankings for this week. And as always, I'll catch y'all guys for another upload on YouTube and all audio platforms as well. Until then, peace, love, right? I am out. Take care. Love y'all big time, to say the least.